afternoon, listeners, viewers, and my honorable subscribers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Latin America Calling You. This is Omar Chad Nat, and I am speaking from Cabancha Sea Beach, Iquique City, Chile. Well, in this video, I am going to explain about how to prepare a work contract if you come to Chile with a tourist visa. That means if you are interested to work in Chile and if you are with a tourist visa, you are required to prepare a work contract with your prospective employer. In this video, I am going to explain how to do that inside Chile. This is my first work contract in Chile, and I'll explain. It has 2 pages, and this was signed in the year 2013. I will explain how this work contract was made for me in a Chilean company. I will show you my second contract, which was done also in Chile, but it was with another employer, and this contract was signed in the year 2016. And I will explain you. I have another paper. This is the annexure, which is called the annexure de contrato de trabajo. This was used to apply for my permanent visa in Chile. Hello visitors, look at my work contract. This is called contrato de trabajo. That means work contract. At first I made it with a Chilean employer. You see the identification del empleador. In the next paragraph you see identification de trabajador. That means the identity of the worker. At first, when you come, you need to present your passport because you don't have any I-card number. So your contract will be made according to your passport and your name. Then in the work contract, they have to specify everything: what work you are doing, which post you are doing, and the address and the working hours and working days. It must be 45 hours in every week. They must not exceed that time in a week. Look, you also see the working hours from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then 13 p.m. To 18 hours. That means every day from 8 to 12 and 1 to 6 hours in the afternoon. You also see the conditions number 3, number 4, number 5, and in the next page you see the other conditions in number 6, number 7, number 8. Remember, these conditions cannot vary from worker to worker. This format is made by Chilean government, and nobody can change. And the validity of this work contract was 1 annual. You see 1 year. This is valid for 1 year, and you see the signature of my employer, and in the left side you see my signature and my fingerprint. And this must be done in the office of a notary public in Chile. You see the seal and the signature of the notary public. That means in the contract the company or the employer has to specify the working hours, the salary, the tax conditions, and the tax payment, and the validity of the contract. And this must be done in front of the notary public. Nothing can be deleted, nothing can be changed, and nothing can be transferred. Everything has to be done in front of a notary. If anything is erased or changed, it will become under penalty. So this contract is very important if somebody wants to work in Chile, and this must be done after coming with a tourist visa. This work contract was made. You see the date 25th Julio, that means July 2013, many years ago. And that time the condition was like this. But remember, Chilean law changes very rapidly without any prior notice. So when you will come to Chile, you have to look for the updates. Now you see my second contract. You see here the words contrato de trabajo, and this is for the second time. I changed my employer, and you see the primero, that means first. You see the second, third. You see the fourth, quarter, this means 4. You see the next page. You see the quinto, the fifth. Like September 7th, October 8th. There are 8 points. All the contracts are done according to the Chilean level law. Look, the same thing happens in my second contract. This is the signature of the employer and his fingerprint, and my signature with my fingerprint. And below you see the contract was attested or legalized in front of a notary public in office of a notary. So there is the 8 points. That means they have to specify all the points that was established by the Chilean government. Nobody can change it. And one thing, you see AFP, Modelo Salud Forza. That means this is the insurance and the medical insurance. These two things must be done. Without this, the insurance and health insurance, nobody can get the visa. Visitors, you see another document is Anexo de Contrato de Trabajo. So I continue the second contract. The second contract was made for 1 year, but when I applied for indefinite visa, that is permanency, I kept the second work contract, but I have to specify that my work contract is valid. So they made an annexure, and it was done for the indefinite period. Also, this document was done in the office of the same notary public, and with these documents I applied for a permanent visa, and I got permanency in Chile. Now the thing is that this discussion is only for those people who come to Chile as a tourist. So that means this contract and the system of contract has to be done after your arrival in Chile with tourist visa. But I also warn you to look for the updates. Chilean law regularly changes, and they never give any notice to the people who are going to apply. So if you are interested to work in Chile with a tourist visa, so you have to apply, we have to look, and you have to search for the updates. Now I am telling you, if you are not in Chile, suppose if you are in Bangladesh or in India, so how to make this contract? Yes, in this case you have to arrange this contract. That means your employee has to apply for a contract, and here you see your employer will sign, but this space where I sign, it must be empty. Nobody can sign it because you are not in Chile. So this document has to be sent to you by courier service, and you need to go to the Chilean embassy. It may be in New Delhi or anywhere, and you have to present this original contract in front of the consulate. And apart from this contract, your employer must apply to the office of notary, that explaining why he wants to take you, why he wants to recruit you. That must be done in another paper, and also must be signed by the by notary public like this, you see, and by your employer. And both the papers, that means the work contract and the letter, has to be sent to the consulate. That means I cannot send. You must go personally, go to the office. Nobody can work on your behalf. You have to go with your passport, and the consular officer will check everything, and they will stamp. So in front of the consulate you have to sign, and the embassy will notarize, the embassy will legalize it and put a stamp, and after that this contract is well done. So when this contract is done, that means when this contract is legalized in front of the consular officer in Chilean consulate or embassy, you can apply for a work visa, and this is valid for 1 year. That is, it is called temporary residence on the base of work. This is called sueta a contrato. That means subject to contract. You can get the visa in a Chilean consulate, and you can come to Chile with a one-way ticket, and after coming you can apply for your Chilean ID card, and this card is also for 1 year. Dear visitors, I tell you again, once again, this discussion is my experience based, and this is not a fact, this is not a law. I am not a lawyer, I am a simple worker. If you need more information, more authentic information, please go to the Notary Public's office in Chile, or call them, or write to them, or go to the Chilean embassy in your country. They will give the updated information. Please don't take my discussion as the fact. Thank you very much. Anyway, visitors, if you like my video, and if you would like the information and description of the content of the video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much and welcome.